There's a Canadian flag over there. I'm checking out today. I'm leaving this beautiful marina here in West Vancouver to go to... Check that out. Isn't that incredible? It's so beautiful here. I'm going to share with you what I've been getting from this land, but I'm just mentioning that I'm off to the airport and checking out of this place, heading to Peru. And I wanted to make this video to share with you what this land has been giving me and teaching me, because it's so beautiful and powerful when we can connect with nature, spend time in nature. That's where I always live, is deep in nature. No matter where I am in the world, it's a place where it's a retreat in nature. And as a result, it allows us to receive information that's always there and learn from nature, except it's cold. And in learning from nature, I'm starting to understand aspects of reality that I've never been able to understand before. And this lesson, this teaching of it's all the same, is something that I've been receiving and understanding more and more about for some time now. And I've made some other videos sharing the different applications of this understanding, you know, if it's all the same. And what I'm realizing these days is just like how it's all the same. The teachings of Hinduism and the Sri Yantra contrasted with the teachings of the flower of life or the tree of life and the Judaic teachings. You know, the Judaic scriptures are described in the tree of life as the tree of life is the key or the glyph to encompass and map out and systemize and organize the highest esoteric teachings of an esoteric, metaphysical, psychological, spiritual, religious teachings of the Judaic scriptures were mapped out on the tree of life. And there is a identical similarity from the tree of life to the Sri Yantra, for example, where when you study each of these symbols, what are they really? Is what they mapped out all of creation, the entire experience from spirit, pure potential, manifesting into physical form, generating an ego, and coming back to itself. And that journey, and as complex and as multifaceted as it is, with all the different aspects of the elements, of the directions, of the masculine and feminine, of the personality, of the planets, of the chakras, of the 7 metals. It's all literally identical, where you can map out the information on the Sri Yantra and map it out on the tree of life. Why is this important? Because when we can understand and map out consciousness and understand consciousness from the highest levels and see it from this, on the mental plane, you know, everything is a fractal, everything is the same. The mental plane is the physical plane. It's not different. It is just a different manifestation of the fractal nature of everything. And so whatever we create on the mental plane, it cannot help but be created on the physical plane. It is a direct fractal of, it is a piece of the mental plane, you know, but it's still a piece of the mental plane. And the mental plane, for example, is a piece of the emotional plane. And the emotional plane is a piece of the higher astral planes. And the higher astral planes are connected to like the source planes, the absolute plane. And that's like the source of creation. And we're learning to explore the fractal nature of all existence. The easiest one for us to reach is the mental plane. Many people try to make changes on the physical plane, and that's why they're not creating results, because they're not creating from the mental plane first. We have to first create on the mental plane, on the visual plane, and be able to see it in its complexity, in its full detail, in its perfection, in all of its facets and pieces. And when we can see from that mental plane, we're already starting the magic that creates that in the physical world. Because literally spirit then in that moment is like, okay, energy is going here. It's starting to move the pieces into place for that reality that's existing on the mental plane. Does this make sense? This is what I've been studying. This is what I've been putting my time and energy towards learning so I can share it with you and just be the brightest light that I can be, because that's what these teachings are about. They're about teaching us how to not only create the reality as whatever we want it to be, but to learn how to polish the character, polish the personality. Because that's what for example, on the Tree of Life, the lowermost triangle is known as the triangle of the personality. And that encompasses the emotions, the thought, and the physical body. And the personality, I'm spinning because it's so beautiful. I wanted to show you just how awesome this place is. And that personality is what we're here to polish, so that our desires do not come from self-serving, egoic places where we're looking to always just give to the little I, but that we can make decisions for the greater good of all beings, and truly operating from that place in everything we are and everything that we do. And that's a part of polishing the character and what learning about the first 3 triangles is about. And as we learn how to essentially climb a ladder, which is the Tree of Life, we learn to master these different parts of ourselves, the lowest one being the body, so that the body doesn't control us, mastering our thoughts so that we can create whatever we want, mastering our emotions so that we can live from the heart. We start to level up and climb the scale to learning the higher levels of consciousness that all bring us back to, the alchemical teachings say that the level of gold is an enlightened metal. And it's like, that's what the highest level of the chakra system taught by the yogis, and the Tree of Life as the top point in the tree. Keter, pure potential, absolute, the consciousness that hasn't even manifested into the idea of consciousness yet. And so this is what I've been learning. This is what I wanted to share with you just as I'm receiving it, fresh off the press. And I'm learning how to do this more and more. So I'm having such an amazing time doing this. I'm gonna go to my room now and start packing. Actually, I've already packed. And just check out. Thank you so much for being with me in this video. And yeah, subscribe if you want more content like this. I'm just so happy to share my path, the path, with you, and have so much fun as I do it. Cheers! See you in my next video, and check out the link in the description.